the dominant dualist vision of suffering, death, and destruction.
It can easily be seen that the civilization that has emerged and flourished and which dominates the planet Earth today rests upon a particular perceptual paradigm that has for long been allowed to hold captive our human perceptual processes. It is a perceptual paradigm that makes us see the world as being a collection of discrete objects existing within space and time and created perhaps by an anthropomorphic and divine being or beings existing apart from these created objects once and for all at a given moment in time that may be manipulated by force and which must in time come to an end. This vision of the world as being a collection of discrete objects generates within us an obsessive urge to manipulate them by force and maintain them in positions that we perceive to be to our advantage. The subjective experience of this obsession is what we call desire. Desire has established itself within the heart of the human species, where it makes itself at home and expands endlessly along our neural networks, compulsively driving us to search for, possess, and consume what we perceive as objects, even driving us to perceive more and more objects in an endless attempt to satisfy its ever increasing demands. The more this desire expands, the more objects its satisfaction demands. The more we feed this desire, the more it demands. This cycle of generating desire and seeking its satisfaction through the consumption of the objects that we see our environment as being made up of is the dynamic upon which our modern civilization rests. It has led to overpopulation, rapid resource depletion, pollution, and global warming. Its consistent attempts to manipulate this world of objects through the use of force brings about competition and conflict that generates a spiritual context of mutual suspicion, distrust, anxiety, and fear, with the anger and hatred that they generate. These feelings of anger and hatred that are generated guide the developmental process into states of violence and war, with all their consequent suffering, destruction, death, and spiritual distress. This dualist perceptual paradigm that currently dominates the human perceptual apparatus and upon which our present civilization is based is one that prevents those who submit to it from the expression of sensual appreciation, understanding, concern, and caring for one another and their universal environment, which it describes as making love, and ambiguously equates with reproductive behavior, and with its rampant desire to possess and consume one's fellow human individuals and one's universal environment. So harsh are its prohibitions against the expression of sensual appreciation that those who submit to its dominance come to believe that such expression is an act of abomination and a sign of moral degeneracy and decay. Hence, those who submit to its perceptual paradigm seek to outlaw and suppress all expressions and all actions aimed at sensual appreciation. Prohibited from expressing their sensual appreciation of one another and of their universal environment, they are consequently doomed to persistently destroy their environment and make war against each other, bringing suffering, pain and loss into their lives, instead of satisfaction and success, happiness and joy. The civilization generated by this currently dominant and dualistic perceptual paradigm, with its obsessive cultivation of desire and the consequently compulsive search for its satisfaction, is characterized by a volatile and aggressive, anthropocentric, gender-biased authoritarianism seeking dominance and control over the world. It has brought with it a massive and immeasurable obstruction, distortion, divisive sectarianism, and widespread oppression of human beings, a rapid depletion of resources that has no objective other than the satisfaction of desire and the consequent destruction of our global environment. It has caused and continues to cause waves of violence and terrible wars that spread over the planet from time to time. It holds us captive to systems of governance based on manipulation, violent coercion, intimidation, punishment, torture, terror, and murder. It has also, however, through its concomitant developmental paradigm, established a technological infrastructure which, through the enhancement of communication, gives rise to the possibility of the facilitation of its supersession.